Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome. I am RedEyedJedi, and I have some bullish crypto news today. So first, let's jump on over to BitTrue to check out some prices. You have XRP up at almost 7%, trading at 76 cents. You have Casino Coin, CSC, up 25%, trading at 0.0010 cents. And you have Gala up 5.5%, trading at 23. And XLM is up 11.47%, trading at 18, almost 19 cents. So definitely swoop up on some of those coins and pick them up while you still can at these very low prices, because something tells me within the next year, things are going to be just taken off. Especially later this year. I feel like right now everything's getting set up. By summertime, everything's going to be announced, that everything's coming out. And I think by August, September, we're going to start having a whole new system out as far as crypto goes. That's just my feelings. I could be right, I could be wrong. Alright, but let's go check out some of the bullish news. So first off, we have Santander launches loans backed by tokenized commodities such as soy and corn. The Spanish banking multinational has partnered with AgroToken, an agriculture commodities tokenization platform, to offer loans. Spanish banking multinational Santander has launched loans in Argentina collateralized with tokenized commodities, the bank told CoinDesk on Monday. During a trial period in February, Santander already delivered loans to Argentine farmers. Oh, did I say Argent? Yeah, okay. Argentine farmers in conjunction with the AgroToken, an Argentina-based agriculture commodities tokenization platform. This is the first time a financial services platform has used blockchain technology and crypto assets to expand the agriculture credit market and unlock farmers' business potential. Fernando Bautista, head of agribusiness at Santander, Argentina, said in a statement. So let's check out how this works real quick. This is really cool. I like what's going on here, and this is just a new step in a positive direction as far as unlocking liquidity with the farmers, and yeah, it's gonna just grow things tremendously. We'll watch. So according to AgroToken, each token corresponds to a ton of grain that the farmer has sold and delivered to a grain elevator, which is then validated through a proof of grain reserve test. Interesting. After a farmer requests a loan from Santander, the bank will confirm on a platform developed in partnership with AgroToken whether the farmer complies with the conditions to receive the money. Once the loan is approved, tokens will be sent to an escrow, which is a third-party smart contract, until the credit is repaid with fiat or tokens. Skytech said, if a farmer repays the loan with tokens, Santander will automatically convert them to Argentine pesos on the AgroToken platform, Skytech said. I just said that twice. All right. The soy, Cora, and Wii tokens are initially listed in February on Matba Rofex, an Argentinian stock exchange. If the tokens were not listed, a bank like Santander would not be able to operate them, Skelter said. On March 9th, Santander and AgroToken will officially launch the initiative at Expo Agro, Argentina's biggest agribusiness event. So it's a big, agriculture expo, which is really cool. So that's something that Santander is already starting. Now check that out, because Santander is a big bank and they do a lot of stuff. I've used them to get a loan for my truck. So they do a lot of different stuff, and they're all over the world. And this is huge because not only are they using crypto, but they're also going to be able to use your crops, it's a big step in the right direction. So I'm very excited about that. So this right here, I'm not going to read this whole article. But this right here, Tranglo enables Ripple's on-demand liquidity service across its 25 payment corridors, paving the way for instant cross-border payments without pre-funding. Uh, Tranglo has enabled Ripple's on-demand liquidity (ODL) service for its all-time payment, or for all its payment corridors, allowing remittance providers to process instant cross-border payments without costly pre-funding. Now that's really huge, and it says this comes after the success of its pilot ODL deployment in September, with 250,000 transactions worth in United States dollars $48 million processed the first 100 days. So that right there is big money for them. I mean, they see that within, the first 100 days, they're already processing $48 million. So that's huge. And that right there, it's great that, Ripple, the Triangle is using Ripple. Still, there was worries and concerns that they were going to be heading out because of the SEC lawsuit, but it shows otherwise that, nah, they're here to stay. So very good. This is great for us if you're into saving or into XRP. Now let's check this out. Virginia banks will soon offer cryptocurrency custody services. The bill is waiting to be signed into law by Virginia's governor. So, okay. Banks in Virginia will soon have the option to provide cryptocurrency custody services after the state's Senate unanimously voted last week to approve a bill amendment focused on custody of digital assets. A bank may provide its customers with virtual currency custody services so long as the bank has 26 adequate protocols in place to effectively manage risk and comply with applicable laws, the amendment says. So that's huge. Like, we already have states that are allowing banks to use cryptocurrency services. So they're going to be able to buy, sell, trade. They're going to end up being able to do loans, escrows, all kinds of stuff, through crypto. Now, before I go on to the next part, at work, I had someone that said, I don't even know what an NFT is. I don't know what the point is of owning one. To me, it's pointless. And, people, if you're new, let me explain something to you. Crypto is already something, in my opinion, we have been using for many years. It just hasn't been classified as crypto because it wasn't decentralized in the way it was set up. But you go and you buy your Xbox points, your PlayStation points, you buy stuff for World of Warcraft and for Final Fantasy, and just all these other games. Even Call of Duty in a sense, but they need to step up their game because, yeah, you can buy their stuff and you own the weapons, but you don't own them because if you on a different platform, stuff doesn't carry over. But like Warcraft, wherever you play it, your weapons, everything is there. You can buy them third party, or you trade from people. There's, again, with buying the points, the Xbox and the PlayStation points, to me, that's already kind of like a buying currency because you're buying their currency to use their product, right? So another thing with NFTs is it's not just a photo or a video. It's also music. It's also documents. You want to go and buy a house, all your paperwork, that's an NFT. Your registration on your car, an NFT. Like this is how I think we're going. I believe that we're all going to be going digital. We're going to have digital IDs, digital registration on our cars. Everything is going to be digital, to save from all the papers. From we're trying to go green. Well, can't go green if you have tons of paperwork that's printed on paper from trees that we cut down, right? So do it all digital. So it's NFTs are pretty much anything that we can put digital. And as far as here, I'm going to jump back because I have one more article I want to talk about, and it's big. With the whole here, I'll jump over real quick just because I can't. It's the executive order for cryptocurrency. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But you see right here, the one reason why I'm really excited about this, you might not be a farmer and not care about sowing corn, right? But there's other things, that you're eventually going to be able to tokenize. Eventually, I think we're going to have everything tokenized. For the most part. And what I would like to see is our food to be tokenized in the sense, or not even tokenized, but put on the blockchain. So I guess, yeah, tokenized. Because I would like, if you go and you buy a piece of chicken, right, from the grocery store, then I want to see where that chicken came from. I want to see all the places it's been to. Did that chicken come from a local farm straight to the grocery store? Or did it go to a midpoint first, to be trimmed and cleaned before it's sent to your grocery store? And what was used on it? So these are all things that I would like to know what's going on with my food. And I think you all would too. And the same thing with like our juice and everything else. Anything we buy from the store, I want to be able to trace all the way back to manufacturing or growing. If you go and you buy corn, I would like to see, well, what farm grew my corn? Not only that, what kind of pesticides and herbicides did they use on my fruits and vegetables? This is all very important information because we all put this in our body. So I think it'd be very important to see where all this is coming from, right? So I'll go ahead and continue, but I think it's great that as far as all that's going, it's huge. And then eventually we're going to be able to tokenize other stuff too, like business, just everything in general. I'll go further into it in more videos. And if you already knew about all that NFT stuff, I apologize, but there's a lot of people. I've been growing, and I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page. You all understand what NFTs are, where they're coming from, what they can do, and basically it's everything documented onto the blockchain, where everything can be tracked and traced, which in a sense I do like because I want to know where my stuff's coming from, right? The only thing is I don't want to be tracked and traced. All right, so now our last article. Biden just put out an executive order on cryptocurrencies. Here's everything that is in it. Now, key points. The president signed an executive order on Wednesday calling on the government to examine the risks and benefits of cryptocurrencies. The measures focus on 6 key areas: consumer protection, financial stability, illicit activities, U.S. competitiveness, financial inclusion, and responsible innovation. The Biden administration also wants to explore a digital version of the dollar. Now, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I wanted to pull this up, especially from CNBC, just because I want to see what the rest of the world is hearing. I already know about a lot of this stuff, and I even remember, I believe, last year when I was first starting my channel and I was looking for different kind of news to put out, I had come across, I think I even came across the page before I created my channel. It was a website, and I tried finding it now, and I think it's taken down. Or it's being blocked right now. That, or I'm just not looking in the right place. But anyways, it was a website talking about a United States digital dollar and how the government was planning on using one. So, all this stuff, it's like, okay, Biden's putting this out, and yeah, but it was already all planned. This is something that's been in the works for a while, since even before Biden. And it's just now coming out to where they feel like everything is about ready to go. Everything is lined up. In my opinion, I think all the banks are lined up. A lot of the, everyone's getting lined up and ready to flip the switch, so we can start our whole new digital era. And it's going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of growing. All right, so let's check this out. Let me browse through, because there was a couple things I wanted to cover, but I'm not going to read this whole article because it is kind of long, and I'm short on time right now. So it's a long-awaited directive that has had the crypto industry on edge, not least due to growing regulatory concerns around the world concerning nascent digital asset market. There has been reports of a divide between White House officials and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, leading to delays in the policy rollout. The crypto market got wind of the executive order overnight after the Treasury accidentally put out a since-deleted statement calling it historic and releasing some of the details ahead of time. The order was finally signed Wednesday. It calls on federal agencies to take a unified approach to regulation and oversight of the digital assets, according to the White House fact sheet. And here are the key things to know. So we already went over the whole protecting customers. I read the 6 key areas. All right. So, protecting consumers is an important part of the directive. There have been countless stories of investors falling for crypto scams or losing huge sums of money through cyber attacks on exchanges or users themselves. Or you should put losing a lot of money because the SEC decides to claim something as security all of a sudden and cause a lot of money to be lost and, in my opinion, stolen. The Biden administration is calling on the Treasury to assess and develop policy recommendations on crypto. It also wants regulators to ensure sufficient oversight and safeguard against any systematic financial risks posed by digital assets. So basically, and I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not going to read all of this because, in my opinion, this is a lot of stuff that we already knew, and then they're going to just kind of elaborate on what the key points were, right? So climate change, we're going to be getting rid of or finding, like Bitcoin, I don't think is ever going to go away. Same with Ethereum. I don't think Ethereum is ever going to disappear, but I think there's going to be new ways of using these networks. I think they're going to be changing and kind of piggybacking off of networks like, say, XRP, Flare, if anything happens with that. And honestly, I really think Flare is just kind of waiting for the whole SEC XRP thing. I think everyone is, to be honest, because if you notice all around the world, no one's going crazy with XRP stuff right now because they're all waiting for something. They really are. And so U.S. competitiveness, so we could compete with the world. The digital dollar, again, like I said, this is something that's been worked on for a while, but I really think that it's going to be coming out here soon. It's been testing, and we've had reports on this for a while. And the U.S. just doesn't go out and tell us. So basically, when they're starting to mention, hey, we might be coming out with a digital dollar, they already have one. They already know what's going on. They're just giving you a heads up that it's coming out. It's like a slow release. Hey, we might be doing this. but they've already done it, kind of thing. All right, everyone. Well, I'm going to cover a little bit more on this because I really want to make a whole video just on this executive order. Once it's actually released, so we can really go over the bullet points and figure out what's going on. I don't want to go off of something that's redacted that I can't see personally and what's going on. I'm not gonna. So we'll cover it some more here in the future, but a lot of bullish news here. So before I let you go, I'm gonna go and show you my stuff. So right now I am working on the newest horror scene for my horror scene NFTs. The only reason why it's taking me longer, I was trying to do one a month, but at first it was more of just doing everything in Photoshop. And then after the first three, I decided to start using Blender. Um, and so because of the type of scene I'm trying to do for my fifth one, it's taking me a little longer because I got some things I gotta put together in Blender. But it's going to be done here very soon. And then after that, the next one. And I'm very excited for this project. After these two, season 1 will be done. And then it'll be time for me to plan season 2. I'm going to change things up for season 2. Starting with doing more in Blender. Just because I like the look, and I'm able to keep the same kind of look and feel as I was doing with the Photoshop. But I don't know, it's that whole 3D look and with the whole lighting. It gives me more depth and I like it. And then my other project, which I'm always excited about, is the Bullish Club. Very bullish project. Now let me explain something. If you've kind of heard me already talk about Bullish Club and you don't know, Bullish Club is only part of my project. So it's called Bullish or Bearish is the main project, and the Bullish Club is the beginning. So right now you could jump into the Bullish Club. Soon I'll come out with the Bearish Club, and then I'll end up making some games and some books and everything that kind of go along with it all. Huge things. So it's something I'm building up. But all of these NFTs, I'm gonna put the main home. So any NFTs for these that are gonna collect benefits, they are only the ones on XRP are going to collect benefits. If I put these out on anything else like XLM, OpenSea, those are going to be part of the club, but they're not going to come with the Bullish coin, or just they're not going to get any special drops unless I decide to change that in the future. Just want to let everyone know, because I plan on maybe releasing some on other networks, but XRP is home for the Bullish, because I already got their coins there, and I'm going to build the games over with the XRP and everything else, I think. And then you could also, so I have a link right here, which will also take you to the Bullish Club website here, and you could also check us out over on Sologenic, and we have our blue verified check mark. So you can go and check out all of the NFTs that were minted and thrown over here on Sologenic. There's a bunch of different NFTs out there. You can still pick up some. The ones that will come with all the special benefits are going to be the Picadors, the Founders, and then I have other ones I haven't put out yet, but these ones will have their digital benefits. But even if you hold a Torador, you're still allowed into the Bullish Clubhouse, and there are times when I will be doing random giveaways for anyone holding a Torador as well. But the Picadors and Founders get coin dropped, and Founders also get like free NFTs, free shirts. When I come out with sweaters, I'll get free sweaters. So you'll get a bunch of cool stuff. Check it out more over on the websites, and I'll talk about it more. But that is it, everyone. It's time for me to get to work. So you guys all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.